We'll sell a few books. Arianna, welcome to the University of Miami.
Thank you so much. It's such a joy to be here and to be reunited with you. We've known each other a long time.
Long time, long time. I think we met in New York when you used to have those wonderful evenings at your house. But I remember one thing, and perhaps you'll talk about her tonight. I remember a great Greek dinner cooked by your mother.
To whom the book is dedicated. And who loved you, because we're kind of similar, you know, Lebanese, Greek. Basically, our families believe that if you don't eat every 20 minutes, something terrible is going to happen to you.
Well, we're delighted to have you here. And this is an extraordinary book because it has very clear messages, it seems to me. And why don't we start by you telling the first story? Many people have gotten the book for the first time. On what happened to you that started you on this journey?
So almost exactly 7 years ago, on April 6, 2007, 2 years after founding the Huffington Post, I actually collapsed from exhaustion, burnout, and sleep deprivation. I hit my head on my way down, broke my cheekbone, got 4 stitches on my right eye. And it started me on this journey of asking myself some of the big questions that I hope you are still asking in college, but that we stop asking often when we leave college. Questions like, what is a good life? What is success? And, you know, while by conventional definitions of success I was successful, by any sane definition of success, if you are lying in a pool of blood on the floor of your office, you are not successful. And that's what started me on this journey of redefining success, not just for myself, but for our culture, because I saw that what happened to me was also happening to millions of people in different ways. Some had wake-up calls that were worse than mine, that were heart attacks, that were medically serious events. Some had high blood pressure, depression, stress-related diseases. And yet we thought this was normal. That's really what I wanted to address in this book, the fact that we are living under a collective delusion, that the only way to succeed is to burn out. And Donna, you're a great example of how this is not the case. And what I want to do now, going forward, is to identify new role models so that people like you, because you are going to be the ones who, you know, the college kids here who are going to change the world, need some new role models to know it's possible to do it another way.
You've actually made a lot of money out of modern technology, the digital revolution, and yet in your book, you want people to unplug. So how do you reconcile those two things?
Because I feel technology has been amazing. We have been able to transform the world, connect us with people in unprecedented ways, give people a voice who otherwise would not have a voice. But we need to put technology in its place. And now, in many instances, technology is becoming our master. Mm-hmm. You see people who are addicted to technology, quite simply. How many people here sleep with their smartphones by your bed?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. So I have 55 pages of scientific endnotes at the end of the book. So for any stubborn skeptic, you can actually find out why this is not a good thing. Because if you wake up in the middle of the night, you are going to be tempted to look at your data. And if you do that, your sleep, when you go back to sleep, is not going to be as recharging and as deep. And after all, if we wake up in the morning fully recharged, we are going to be so much more effective at whatever it is that we want to do. So these small little changes begin to affect the way we approach life.
Mm-hmm. One of the things I noticed in your book when you were talking about museums and the digital revolution for museums is you made a very important point, it seemed to me, that their usefulness is if they deepen the experience. Now, if you take that to education and the introduction of online education and technology, talk a little about that, because a lot of people think that you could just learn online, but that doesn't necessarily deepen the experience.